Hello. How are we? Um, had a good rest all day today. Could use a little bit more sleep, you know. But that Ativan definitely put me down, and nice, very nice. Things were creaking and cracking, ready to pop. Just been watching TV while I'm laying in bed and stuff, drinking my coffee, and yeah. Um, there's like all this stuff like why isn't this been, and it's finally stitching together pretty well. Um, the point was never to catch anybody because there's so many fucking interplaying things in this. Yeah. Um, Imagine, if you will, an actual drug dealer, yeah, gets caught and he's not quite top, but he's pretty up there, you know? And so you use him, you don't necessarily let him free, yeah, but he has to continue his operations the way he was so that way he can connect the dots out there. And there are tons. There are tons, including within your own police department. So there's double crosses, triple crosses, you know. And he comes across a drug dealer who is not an informant, but is such a fucking mess of a fuck. He's gonna, yeah, he's gonna fuck up soon. Buy himself some time. The cops. No, the regular cops aren't necessarily in on it. I mean, grab him, take him to, suddenly the federal government steps in. We need him out. We know. No, we know. First off, some of our people are involved. And apparently, that guy that turned him in is a lot higher up on the food chain than people thought. They were supposedly had a falling out over a property. Oh, they were bidding on something, all right. Exactly. Where do you get that kind of money from, man? Huh? Where do you get that kind of fucking money from? I'm your best friend, and I know you don't have that kind of money. And that was mine. Neither one of them ended up with it. The property they've had a falling out over. Someone ended up bulldozing it. So it wasn't the property. Otherwise, one of them would had it and then sold it to the person who bulldozed it. Yeah, it's a good cover story. Because you can't exactly say we're bidding on a fucking girl's virginity and this motherfucker bid. Yeah, I had a property that I was gonna buy. This motherfucker. Can you? Not in pleasant company. You can say, man, I had this property in this motherfucker. I thought we were friends. I wanted that fucking land. Oh my God. Someone's just going to bulldoze it now. He didn't even want, he just wanted to block me from being able to get it. We were friends, man. Enigmas never get old. They do videotapes. I have a feeling that we're going to come to like a fork in the road, and that whole like twinkling of an eye, some of us will wake up into a fucking reality and go, was that a fucking dream? What the fuck was that? That was fucking weird. It's fucking weird. What was that? And a lot of people go, come on, dream. You live in New Earth. The old one, the way that it's written in there, has to pass away. But it has to be a complete thing. It can't be an abstract thing. It's going to be complete. It's going to run all the stuff in there. It says all those things are going to happen. All of us have to go through it all necessarily. Not all will die before entering the kingdom of heaven. If it weren't for the quickening, no one would make it out alive. Everybody's going to light a fire according to their works. It's a lot of fucking shit. And it makes sense. Like I said, there's the zero node. If I'm correct, we'd be passing through a place where only information can go through. It'd be so small, so infinitely small, that only information can pass through from this negative world of possibility into the positive world of actuality. If that's correct, this is all a staging type area of what could go wrong and how to knit it together into the energy so that, okay, we don't need that and need that. No, that energy stays on this side. In reality, nightmares happen. They don't actually happen, do they? Like, and then you wake up. And so that shit's still there, but it's not, it can't actually harm you. I mean, I even remember like, and then the fuck was that? I don't know. All right. Yeah. I think I was falling or something. And you can't even, like how dreams just kind of fade. Like, it's not gonna be like, and then yeah, because it's not a real memory. Hell, it could be absorbed in the black, like it happens and you just don't even remember it at all. Because I mean, if it doesn't happen within the part where you wake up out of it, it just becomes part of that black that you dream throughout the night. You have to wake up through it to remember it, even coming out of it. And, I mean, so if you sleep deep, it'll just be like fucking black. Your mind will play those things out, but you don't necessarily remember them. You're closing your eyes. Nightmares and all that shit happen, but you don't remember it. You weren't even there. It's kind of like anesthesia. You don't even remember it happening, at all. Much better processing, I think. Puts it in place. Controllable place that can be dealt with. The object would be to get rid of it completely. That'd be the goal. But if you get rid of it completely, you don't really get like accidents and the twinkling of an eye, like, I just had an idea, you know? It's not bad. It's not bad. I promise it's not bad. You know? It's just, I got a surprise for you later. I just, that's not going to happen without that little, yeah, yeah. What? Nothing. Nothing. Don't worry about it. You'll find out. It's not bad. It's not bad. Also, you don't get the fucking rain, really? Rain? So do something else. A little bit of chaos is kind of cool. A little bit. A little bit. Having to hold onto a pole because the wind's blowing so hard, and then your shoes blow off. Not good. Not good. Mm-mm-mm-mm. There's just so much more positive shit than there's negative, you know? It's just that humans aren't really part of that. So, like, when you look at like how much stuff could be done and what this place could be, everything's here. It's mostly because of money that things are like, the oranges are down and you know what I mean? It's not rather than going like, okay, this is an area where those grow and we have to come back sometime, get some of those cherries, get some of those oranges, and they have it, and then San Francisco, and then gotta see the whole fucking thing. They try to homogenize, like, why go to Paris when you can have, don't go to Italy, go to Olive Garden. Oh, I remember working at Olive Garden as a busboy, and they were specifically they had the commercials on. There's like Hospitaliano, it's like whatever is on fucking. And we get there, and then they're just like, so yeah, that's not a real word. This is a company word. It's not a real thing, but it means. Oh my god! You couldn't just come with like hospitality and oh, they don't have that word in Italy. They're mean. They are mean. Hospitality? That was one of the best jokes of Flight of the Concord when he's doing the karaoke. They didn't have a word for happy or dance. Oh, happy dance, yeah. Are you kidding? They don't have a word for happy. They have a word for when the cow gets into the onion patch. But happy, like. What? No one's happy. No one dances. What? There's no time. Gotta get the goddamn bull and the cows out of the fucking onion patch, make more fucking shitty milk, and no one could be happy about drinking it. But we got it, god damn it. Oh, fuck. That killed me. Oh my god. There's no, yeah. Brabra. BRAH. BRAH. Brabra. Okay. I think her name is Barbara. Her name is Barbara. It's Barbara. No, I think it's Barbara. Oh my god, they're fucking ridiculous, dude. And then fucking he was in Lord of the Rings. He looks so short, but he played an elf in Lord of the Rings. But he looks short compared to Jermaine. And he made an episode talking about that, and he does. He looks like short compared, but Jermaine's just tall. That's gotta be weird. I'm actually. Oh wow, you're same size. Yeah, I'm not short. Oh fuck. Hey, Jermaine. Hey. I said it's so weird watching movies now with what like we know now, and it's just like, and everybody's so like conscientious now, but James Franco was just eating up the charts, wasn't he? And then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, oh yeah, no, don't like it. What about Seth Rogen? He was there, but he said he doesn't like him. We take Seth. Yeah, he's got the laugh. You gotta like that, and he smokes pot. So I don't know, just doesn't mean you did anything. I don't know that getting in the fucking elevator with Johnny Depp's wife doesn't look good. That's fucked up. And you're like, well, there's all these movies, and you're like, oh, yeah, oh fuck yeah, I forgot here's. Fuck. Can't enjoy shit now. That's why like all the movies kind of have been like very safe subject here recently, you know. And as I said, everybody's when there's a social problem, racism, and so everyone's gonna make the movie. It's gonna fix it. And so you become inundated with like a shit ton all at once. And it seems like, Jesus Christ, man. Because it is. Everyone has the same bright idea. We'll make the main character black. And then it's like, Jesus, and then for a bit there, all the main characters are black. Except for a few, there's always, never mind, there's going to be some that always hold out. Clint Eastwood is always going to be, get off my lawn. Yeah, that's what you do with them. Wait, you're inviting them in? Now you're being a trafficker? Oh, that's how it does happen. You will just fall into it. You just want to sell some plants, and next thing you know, you're trafficking for the cartel. I kind of feel bad for Clint. Not the guys that got him into it, but poor Clint. Arguing with a chair. The fuck is wrong with him? the fuck? The fuck is wrong with people, man? And it's not like either side has it correct. That's the really fucked up part. I'm just sitting back watching, going, "Oh, you're an idiot." Oh, that's what you believe? You're a fucking idiot too. You think they're going to help you? Oh, I'm not on your side. Oh, no, no. I'm just saying that he's a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot too. So you told you, don't talk shit. I just got finished saying you're a fucking idiot. Because you both believe America. See, you start talking that melting pot shit and the fucking rights and regulations and rules and shit. So you agree way more than you disagree, and you're both fucking idiots. You say that in America, you're unpatriotic. Yeah, I'm unpatriotic. I fucking hate America. Sue me. You can't like somewhere where you, I mean, you were born here. Doesn't mean you have to love it or agree with what they do. You can't have a freedom of opinion in a place where you have a freedom of speech and whatever. So then your freedoms don't exist really. Every time I've said fuck America, there's been, like I said, the wardens, the fucking people in jail with me lose their fucking minds. Well, I mean, he's changing, but oh man, we can still vote someone in. You don't know how any of this fucking works, man. You don't get it at all. Because all your information that you're using is based on the books they've given you. In dark speech, you have to play the backside. It's not what they say, it's what they don't say. It's never what they say, it's what they are not. That's the fine print. Yeah? That makes America tick. Oh, that's no longer valid. You didn't turn this paperwork. You didn't do this. So you're no longer 65 years old and valid to get a fucking retirement. Well, that was last week. You didn't fill in the right paperwork. How do we know you didn't get employed between 65 and 70? Right. We know you have a problem. That's why you're in a nursing home that doesn't give a fuck about you. They didn't fill out your paperwork correctly. Well, they're getting paid. You got to go. That's where we live. The biggest thing for especially like insurance is to sell you nothing. That's the big goal of America, is to sell you nothing and you be happy with what you got. It is literally the business plan of every company out there that is making a profit. Get as close to selling you nothing and charging you the most for it. Because profit and living is not good enough. Success and being okay is not good enough. We have to be the number one in the world. The Walmart of Michigan is not good enough. It has to be the Walmart of America, then Mexico, and then we're going to move to China. And it starts getting so big. There's so many places for it to fall apart. Whatever goals you have in your head are not going to translate to the millions of people you're starting to employ. Because all hands on deck, and you don't care who or how, because in your head, it's just going to work out. No, we vetted everybody. There's not going to be any thieves. There's not going to be any pedophiles. We've vetted people. No pedophile. You can't have any on you when you sign up that you've been caught for. Like someone caught for that shit would go sign up for the job. Fuck, man. Too big to fail, too big to exist. What would come out in those Epstein files would destroy all the governments out there. There are people in every government, every country. I watched a little bit of an interview with Steve Bannon. He knew there wasn't no racism. He's like the African warlords and blah, blah. There wasn't no racism in his. He was just, so he knows them. There are pictures with him with the African warlords and stuff, and they're giving him a detail of fucking soldiers to work to guard him. So there's no racism on their part either. They agree on something. Finance, sure. Among other things. Sultans, people that Trump is really kind of cozying up to now. One of the reasons he doesn't want to release is because one, he'll get busted, but two, all the people that he could blackmail and curry any favor that he wants to, they're like, fuck, here it comes, it's coming, it's coming. And like, no. Oh, thank God. Now you pay me. Oh, fuck. And he has a military. Something that he never had. Oh, he had a little, but not strike Venezuela. Did Venezuela strike back? Really complain? We took their fucking president and instilled the vice president. It's not like we were doing regime change. We just, I don't like you. What about the queen? She's fine. I don't like Jeffrey. Go in, can go free. She's always nice to me. And or he couldn't offer anything to Jeff to get him to shut the fuck up. But he can offer something to Elaine. Continue to stay quiet. She said she met him when she was 10. Met Donald Trump when she was 10. Same age that lady, he said he claimed to know that lady from Rwanda. Remember there's a big deal in Rwanda? Oh, he smiled big when she looked angry and upset and a bit scared. And she had to ask him questions about how good of a person he is. Like, like, why are you blah, 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 blah. And she just kind of like, it's like, oh, like, I met her when she was 10 years old here in Rwanda. I was like, Rwanda? Didn't we have like hotel room? What the fuck? Are you in that too? Oh, you are the man of sin. You are a vile motherfucker. Trump International, eh? Trump Modeling Agency. Trump Airlines, which closed down, but he kept the plane. Sounds like he just wanted the plane. He likes playing with debt. Why? Because you can buy it on the cheap. He just wants a plane. And for the price of a plane, I'm sure he could probably, for the, if nothing else, scrap enough planes together. They're all the same plane type. Get a full functioning Trump plane, probably cheaper. Those people that work there, hey, we're gonna redo things. I want some plane, blah, blah, blah. I want this redone, and I want it in gold. I want this and this and this. And the fuck? This doesn't make any goddamn sense. It's gonna be okay. It opens up and nobody flies, and it's like, see, we told you it's gonna close. Oh well, I'll keep the plane. Sell it all off. I get my money back. I paid like, if you paid 10 million for the whole fucking thing, it's gonna be 10 million for one plane. Upgrades everything. Gets himself a plane. Sells it off for 9 million. I took a loss. Oh, yeah, I took a loss. I got a plane for $1 million instead of 10 million. Such a loss. Guess I'll have to write that off of my taxes. His taxes show like over $1 billion in loss. So did he make that much money to lose? To null out his taxes, be $789 because he's so fucking smart. I guarantee you it wasn't something he came up with. Again, it's like that whole point. He's still doing that fucking, pull someone off their. You first meet him, pull them off their balance. Just say things, and then like with the cameras on, they're gonna be embarrassed to contradict you. So just make grand claims right in front of them, and then they'll have to go, yeah, or they'll look stupid. So it's gonna be $3 million. He was wrong about that. No, you just added this wrong. No, 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 it's not. It's gonna be $3 billion. It's not gonna be $3 billion because he's still playing that same playbook. He did it back in the day. Like, oh yeah, this carousel is gonna be, with Ed Koch or whoever the fucking mayor was. Carousel is gonna be done in by winter. Yeah, we're gonna have it done. He's rich. He can do it. I guess he can get it done, but we're gonna have it done by winter. I don't know about winter, Donald. That's like 3 months away. It's gonna take a bit to get the carousel up and running. Probably about 6 months. Want me to pull out of the project? Well, I mean, you have the money, so. So I stay by winter. Starting out huge with your bid, so that when you come in lower, he doesn't have any other playbook. It's like he's still running the same playbook, and it always works. Yeah, until those fucking tricks got out there. Kind of like the peacocking with when you're trying to pick up chicks and stuff like that. It probably did psychologically work until that show came out that showed exactly what these guys are doing and how ridiculous they look. I mean, it's one thing to like stand out and look. It's another thing to walk in with an iridescent purple and green shirt and big fucking glasses, and especially it's not your personality at all. I mean, it was one thing if you have that kind of Pauly Shore kind of attitude, Sup, man? But yeah, that's just him. That's how he is. With the Richard Simmons leotard and the fucking big glasses, and yeah, he's just fucking crazy, man. He's got the fucking shorts on over top of it. He's just nuts. Yes, he's wearing fishnets. He's fucking crazy, and tennis shoes. That's him. That's Barry Farrell. Wallowitz from fucking no eye patch. Again, these rules they just work. They work. And so he tries to pull Macron, and Macron's like starts doing the handshake fucking thing where he's just squeezing his goddamn hand. First off, you're not pulling me anywhere. You got me the first time because no one's that fucking rude. But now I know you're gonna do that, and so when you pull, I'm just gonna go, "Hi, how you doing?" And we're just gonna sit here for like a minute while your fingers do this. Baby skin fucking hand, motherfucker. I guarantee he's never fucking swung a shovel or, aside from for the picture. Supposedly, what's in what the fucker name, the fucking lying cunt, the Nazi, evil SS bitch that was up there, Attorney General? Bondi. Evil cunt. Fuck. Her square ass fucking nose, just evil bitch, man. Supposedly her ring hit his finger and caused him to bleed during a high five or some shit. You know how bitchy your hands have to be to bleed from a high five? You gotta have the most bitchy fucking hands in the bitch fucking universe. We only touch toilet paper and then only so often. Mommy usually wipes my buddy for me. The fuck, dude? I'm a germaphobe. Get over it. He's just a ridiculous thing. He's a ridiculous being. His entire life has been a fucking look at me, aren't I? Something I'm not. His parents were renting models to go up there like every, every time they go pick him up from the school. Probably because he's such a loser with women. And their entire job was to get in the fucking, to greet him, act like their girlfriend, happy to see him, get in the car, and then they drop her off. Usually, or get a model. Which gives them the fucking reputation of being the playboy. Dang, every time you got a new model. Yeah, new model every time. Mario Mushroom is what Stormy Daniels says. Egg shaped is what they said about Epstein. Starting to realize the problem with Stephen Miller, Steve Bannon, Lindsey Graham. Why they're so angry at other races. It's hard enough. No, you did that. But now I'm gonna have to have personality. What to do? I know. Wasn't Jeffrey offering some kind of service like this? Howard Lutnick talking about my wife and I agreed I would never be with us, and I never was. Did you happen to have lunch with him? I took a boat, and my wife and my kid, and we all left together. I didn't leave any of my kids with him. The fuck? This wasn't about. This is about you hanging out with Epstein. What are you trying to say, man? I'm just saying I brought my family and I left with my family. And I was on the boat. I didn't go to the island. Like the island for like island. I didn't. I was near the island. I didn't go. My wife and kids were with me the whole time, and I brought them with me when I left. Okay, yeah, I had lunch with. Yeah, I did. And the big whole deal, and I by his face, and and then I walked those 8 steps from your door to his door is 8 steps. That's not. That's your price range that you guys are living. That was a choice on somebody's part. Tell you what, you're busy. So I'll just move next door, buy the property next door. Oh, that'd be great. I could just walk out. Yeah, yeah. Give you the key. I'm going to Jeff's house. No, he was never alone with that guy ever again. We didn't say necessarily that. We didn't say you were with him. Were you alone with the children after that point? He didn't have to be there for you to do your nasty part, fuck ass. Acting like it's a fucking. We come to you. Don't worry, we come to you, and then when we leave, we take everything with us. It's not on you. We supervise everything. Got cameras. It's all clean and legal. And when we're done, we go. But we come to you. You can come to us at the island if you want to. We have everything there. Or visit our Mar-a-Lago location in Florida. One of the many numerous places around the United States. It's not just, I mean, they're kind of picking because it helps to have a boogeyman. Like, you all agree that those two, you got that guy and you got that guy. That's everyone. You got Weinstein and you got, that's everyone. Yep, that's everyone. Just those victims here, the handful that have come forward, 1,000 that haven't. There's some dead bodies somewhere. Some say on the golf course at Donald Trump's fucking thing. I don't know where they get the idea since he buried his wife there. I don't know why they think that he would have that idea. It's ridiculous. Donald Trump would never bury someone on his goddamn golf course. Sick. Perverse. Gross. For a tax break? What a disgusting person. What vile sack of shit would do that? An attempt to draw attention away from other crimes that he had done. An attempt to try and get sympathy for a wife he cheated on. And then probably had a hand in the murder of. If the Bible's to be believed, it's just a matter of calling the witness, the victim. Lazarus come out. Lazarus came out. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. And what he say to Cain? Then why is your brother's blood called to me from the earth? I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper? I don't know. Right, I'm blind. I don't see anything. I don't know anything. But that just shows their lack of regard for God. They think that no one sees this. If no one sees it, then no one knows. If I build myself to a high enough pillar, no one will believe. But we've gone long past the whole thing of like, I'm a cop. Who are you going to believe? I'm a preacher. Who are you going to believe? We've blown long past that shit. But he hasn't matured past that. If I get famous and popular enough, no one will care. If I climb high enough, I will be God. Then there's no one to answer to. Just don't bring God into my. He says, so if I don't bring him in there, he's not real. So then, therefore, I don't have to pray to anybody. And then, honestly, people should be praying to me. I wonder if he'll ever have the balls to come out and actually say what he honestly believes about himself. It's pretty clear. The rules don't apply to him. Whatever he says goes, no matter what everybody else thinks. Thanks for your attention to this. Like that's just a decree. That presidents in the past have done that. Like, thanks for your attention. That's all that needs to be done. Congress, judicial, president. You voted. I have a mandate. I said so. Therefore, I do. I mean, you guys knew who I was when you voted, right? You knew all the shit that I did. Grabbing him by the pussy. Of course I did that. You didn't care. Turrets on the top of the fucking wall to kill Hispanics. You didn't care. Release the Epstein files. Don't do it. You don't care. I get away with it. I must be the chosen one. I say I'm the chosen one. No one fucking freak. The religious people don't fucking lose their goddamn minds. Christian Right go, yeah, he's chosen by God. See, they know. They recognize me. The newspaper. Jewish people are treating him like the second coming of God. Wow. They recognize me. They know. That's the only thing you could be thinking if you say, wow. They don't go, hey, calm it down a little bit. You're going to get me struck by lightning and shit. If I don't really speak up and say, calm it the fuck down. It's like I'm accepting this fucking role. Fuck you. I might be a politician or whatever, but calm it down, please. I'm a dude. We're gonna need the cooperation of a lot of people. If I was what you say I am, it would be done. We got a lot to go, don't we? Yeah. So then I'm not it. I'm just saying words up here what we can do as people with achievable fucking goals that people can achieve. Oh, wow. Thanks, guys. No student from this church just boarded up. Boarded up church. Is there any more symbol of Donald Trump as he holds just a book? Just a book, any book with a hard back and a fucking. I think I saw one of the little red tag placeholder things. Could have been a law book. Could have been the Bible upside down. Where he could have been where he could read it and no one else could, because he's so important. It's important that I see this. Hey, here's a book. Meanwhile, on the way there, having Secret Service beat up photographer who was out of the way. He took a picture, dropped around the corner. The guy goes around the corner and uses his riot shield and fucks him up. General Milley was there. He declares, we took away the freedom of speech. That's goddamn against the fucking Constitution, right? Because when is that in the Constitution? That is in the Constitution. Can you just take it away if it's in the Constitution? No. He did? Yeah. And he's still president. Yeah. Oh, okay. Home of the brave. We'll vote him out. Right. Because just like they did, they outvoted the fraud. We got to vote harder next time. Really believe in your box. Really, like, really. I'm voting! Okay, there. Now, Biden will never win now. They have to count that one correctly. See, it came out correct the way it came out. Trump won, so that came out correct. Come on, Seabiscuit. Come on, Seabiscuit. Oh, they cheated. They must have gave fucking Mountain Montana a drug to make it run faster in this horse race. The track was wet. Everyone knows he's not a sloppy. Do over. But I lost everything. That's not fair to me. You lost everything in my pocket right now. You have a home? Yeah. You have food? Yeah. But what's going to happen tomorrow? Seabiscuit didn't win. This is like when Bill Clinton won and sex was everywhere across the world, and then people were like blowing people in the streets, and there was jihadists, and then Bill fucking then when fucking Bush came, everything became good. 9/11, then it's good. And then Obama ruined everything. Then Trump won, and then Biden came along. Now we're winning again. So that's it. It was close. It's close. I thought my life was going to change somehow tomorrow because of a fucking president in Washington, D.C. Ridiculous, man. You can't say nothing anymore like faggot and queer, trans. They come and just cancel you. Who? Like when you're at your job. So when you're at your job, how many people know the name of the fucking mayor of New York? Zoran Mamdani. I'm the mayor of your own fucking town. The governor of your own state, the Senate representatives. But Zoran Mamdani in New York is going to affect your life, and fuck off Kansas, shit ass Louisiana. What if he's a top secret Mamdani? Then there's going to be Mamdanis all over the place. Just takes one. We know. We slowly eradicated the Native Americans that way. And retribution will never come to us for that, because we were righteous when we did it. We had every right to give them smallpox and all the diseases we gave them, because they're inferior. Well, they should have had the protection of our Lord. If they did, how come they're dead? Oh, they're now with him? And we're trying to figure out how to get to him. Oh, that makes sense. Is he mad? He is. That's not good. He's like mad. He's mad. That's not good. Thank God he's mad at the other. He's not mad at other countries. He's mad at. That's not good. But America is the beautiful and free. No, bitter for sweet, sweet for bitter. That's not good. I mean, dictators aren't better, but being like a society and work that is good. Oh, that's not good. It's not about money. You sure? Bill Gates has a ton. I think he's gonna live forever, judging by the looks of him. They're gonna figure it out, and then we're gonna become AI, and then we're gonna fucking live eternally. Screw God. God can't make me die. I'm gonna upload my consciousness into a robot computer that someone pulls the power on, that dies. By then, the computer will figure out how to keep me alive forever, even though the computer knows how to live without me and doesn't need me. But something's going to happen to me, and I don't know what that's going to be, and I don't like it. Can I get that in writing? No, then I'm not doing it. Then got to get paid, motherfucker. How else am I going to pay for insurance? Then I'm definitely going to die if I don't pay for my insurance. No. Well, that was biblical times. They didn't have money then. It was different, is what I'm saying. They had shekels. They didn't have dollars. Totally different. So humans are ridiculous and therefore need an upgrade of some sort. Is there any salvaging? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there were lessons to be learned here with humans, you know? Is it worth keeping? Dinosaurs weren't. The lesson learned shrunk them down, made them smaller. And then, humans come along and, okay, we got to do got it worked out. This all works, and it can do this, and it can do all kinds of fucking cool ass shit, but has to go. It has to be gone, like none entropy. And I think God's looking for a long, smooth ride. Interesting ride. Long one. It doesn't end with like, okay, that's what it was all about, really. This whole thing is about. Because of money, crime gets involved in every bit because money does not go to honest things because you should want to do those because you want to, because you love it, not because of the pay. And so they expect that along with integrity to not take more money. But those places get like teacher, preacher, all they get I'm better. So criminals like to hide there. People go to church, their guard is automatically down because they're looking for God there, not for the scam. And so some preacher can get there and send the plate around a couple of times. Everybody leaves and just keep one collection by himself. Next week it's two. No one's noticing. It's fine for now. Between one and two every now and again. Because, they got a car. And, and of course God's going to want these blessings on you. Now there's another cause coming around, so you pass the plate around one more time, and this time you just kind of dip in that one. And so, you're like, look, I'm already dipping in, might as well just take it on. They know. I'm showing up in a car, that fucking chain. My house is now big. We got a new studio. They know. Whether they're telling themselves or not, if they're not telling themselves, then I deserve to take advantage of them. Because they're stupid. If you find that out, you should be like, this is fucking wrong. You guys are not. Do a lot better than this, man. So you guys do pretty much anything I say. Yeah. We got to get out there and help people. When you leave here, I want you to find some homeless person and help them somehow. Make them a sandwich. I don't give a fuck. Give them $1. Don't pass the plate around at all this time. When you leave here, and we're going to cancel early this Sunday, but I want you to find somebody that needs help and help them. Don't put yourself in danger. Like, don't go down like this sketchy. If you're just downtown and someone asks for $5, don't even think of what they're going to spend it on. Just hand it over. It seems sketchy, like a now the rest of it, then and then you got $1, like they will work for, will pay for food. Fucking throw it in there and don't even fucking think about it. Just keep going. Lord just came to me just now. Oh, we have to preempt. We got to save the children. Oh yeah, we got to save the children. We do. I'm gonna need everybody to chip in $15 right now. Pass it forward. Well, I'm gonna get a plane so I can go to Honduras and get the children that are. The Lord showed me a vision. Well, I can't fly a regular flight because I'm going to have to fly all these children back. You've been gone a couple months now. Yeah. Hope them children are right. I wonder if he died on a minute. We're going to have a new fund for the. Sweet, but it's very, very naive. The problem is the shepherds have decided to become wolves themselves. Because it's easier to give in and become a bad person also. And you go, I don't eat. These are my flock. I don't eat them. I protect them. I don't breed with them. I protect them from that fucker right there because they can't protect themselves from it. They don't need anything. I can. From that fucking thing right there. At least when I come to the fucking field, like, hey, everybody's like, you want to go for a walk? Yeah, we'll go for somewhere. I have to go somewhere else besides here. Goat herder, whatever the fuck you do. Fucking tending the plants. They need as much care. Have a garden, whatever the fuck it is. Do it with love, not for cash. It's always been a problem with me. Like my entire life, I've been trying to just do it because I love doing shit, and everyone's always trying to find some way to make cash. And I give up as soon as people start talking cash. I just like, all right, fine. You can make a lot of money. Yep, sure could. There's one guy that was trying to sign me from my stuff on SoundClick. I forgot I put up that cover of Lifeless Dead. I guess you're just signing people up there and like, putting music to whatever. Had my uncle look over the contract. It looked good. I was like, there's nothing that's going to fuck me. He's like, no. And I was just about to sign it and turn it over to him. I was like, wait a minute, what's my favorite song? What song did you like about that made you contact me? He's like, oh, I guess I can look over and tell you. Like, I like that Lifeless Dead one. I never contacted him back because that's not my song. I'm not going to start my career covers. I don't want, that's not the lie. That's not the career I want to do. Like, if you listen to like Lifeless Dead, and it could probably get placed into a fucking movie somewhere. Yeah. Possibly. Either redo it, like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's just redo it, whatever. We get Jerry Cantrell to actually come, you know what I mean? And like, or whoever, reissue the song, blah, 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 blah. And it goes along with this movie release that's coming out now, based in the 90s. Not something I want to do. Contact my uncle just to see if he works in the industry. I just wanted to see what he thought about my music, if he thought I had enough to, what it takes to do it. And he's like, yeah, you sent way too much stuff, man. Just go ahead and cut to the top four songs that you like. I'll see who I can chop it to. I'm like, that's not what I sent it for. So I never sent him anything. I didn't contact him back anymore. Like, that's not what I'm trying to do at all. Sorry you took it that way. That's why I didn't contact back. I was like, I'm sorry you took it that way. I just want to know what you thought about it. Do you think I've got? So my last, especially since like I really don't have any encouragement from anybody. I've thought about quitting several times, like many times. Just not doing anything, but I can't. I love it. I've sold all my shit before. I'm just not gonna do that anymore. For too long. Start building up a collection of shit and writing more music. Feel like I'm out. I'm like, yeah, I'm done, man. I've been trying to fight this thing for fucking, yeah, no, I'm just get right back in. But yeah. Just wanted to, find out from someone who actually works in the industry. It's very nepo baby to kind of use, I can get you. I know you said you think, yeah. I'm pursuing some things over here. I just want to know what you thought. When I go in, like, if I ever go into a meeting, I'll be like, my uncle says I got it. So I'm not gonna be like, you need to contract you something? Yeah, yeah. My uncle works in the industry. He says I got it. And you guys came to check me out. They're giving you put another zero on there. That type of attitude. I'm just saying you came to find me, right? Yeah. Put another zero on there and I'll sign. You want the name, Geardman, all that shit? Yeah, I can come with another name, so go ahead and fucking do that. I don't give a fuck. As far as owning my performances, and put another zero on there, I can afford to sit back and kick back while I do nothing. So yeah. You're in starting orders. I'm like, yeah, I'm starting. I'm not starving. Everybody started somewhere. I think that's the main thing that we don't seem to get. That's why people give up. Is that people with the guitar? I don't sound like Slash. Slash didn't sound like Slash. No one sounded good when they picked it up. If nothing else, it was a slow mess because this is just not normal. Especially like quick movements. Like if you had some other job that you're doing, like you're doing playing, typing on keyboard and stuff like that, on piano. I mean, typing on just regular keyboard. Yeah, you have the dexterity, and then like Oh, I kind of get it. You know, I mean, it would still be messy. Like, oh, okay, you just each note is on. Oh, yeah, I'm used to doing this kind of motion, so oh, I got. It's still gonna be a bit weirder trying to get your hand doesn't usually have to do that kind of stuff. You know, just doing like this, not quite the same. Piano, yeah, if you're doing that, it's like a lot of people that innovate on instruments usually play on other instruments, and they bring that approach, a drummer's approach to a guitar. Like Dave, he said he treats the higher strings like cymbals and the lower strings like the bass, in the middle like snare. It's like the kick drum, you know, is what he's saying is when he's playing. Maybe that's how he orchestrates it. That's how he orchestrates it. If you're piano and like, oh, okay, so you know all the scales going this way, and then you look and go, oh shit, A B C D. Oh fuck, it goes it goes this way instead of going like that way. Well, this hand's usually not even doing. Oh shit, no one's doing this. That's how that fingerstyle started. Someone was playing piano. Probably was jealous as fuck as some guy at the fucking campfire, just, you know, singing Wonderwall one too many goddamn times, man. Fuck this. Like, what? What's wrong with you? And he just storms off and gets a guitar. I can't wheel my fucking piano down here to the beach, man. Otherwise, I'd destroy you. You're fucked. Oh. Bring it on, Tyler. And after all, you might wonder. Fuck you, man. No, I get the chicks. No, you still have the fucking hair like this, and you still don't dress right, Stephen. No, you don't. Yeah, that was really good. Play that again, Tyler. And thus, he becomes a supervillain like Stephen Miller. That's probably what happened. God, what do I gotta do? Look like a light bulb? What do I gotta do? What? Tell me. What's with Trump and them? The saggy lip. Both position happy tonight. Tiny little butthole. They've each got something strangely wrong with them. It's like they're actual Batman villains. Flamehead. It didn't leak anywhere. Then why does your hair look like a smoke signal? Like the fire's out and it's just gray still fucking billowing up. We didn't transmit any data. Okay. This is not basically a swastika. I have not read Mein Kampf and cried. Madison Cawthorn went to the Fuhrer's bunker. For fuck's sake, man. He was so bad that he was disillusioned with what he saw in the Republican Party when he got there. He's like, yes, Nazis said, what the fuck is this? Nazi party. Wow. This is fucked up. This is the stuff we accuse them of. Like, yeah, I know. That's why we get away with it. Oh, wow. They just put this on. They put the 90 on him and shit. He's trying to get away, and they put the brakes on. You're not going nowhere, buddy. What could he do? He get caught speeding. How you gonna? Speeding, Madison, like being put in that fucking. He was trying to rape women in college by taking them on like long drives, way out where they couldn't. Yeah, has a wreck. And God's saying, knock that shit the fuck off, and he took your legs away. He doesn't stop. Goes on to be a fucking senator. You sure there's no DEI? The accuser stood before, what's that, Kavanaugh? Brett Kavanaugh. He tried to rape her. He didn't succeed. That's bad judgment. He got to be a Supreme Court justice. Sure, there's no based on your skin color. I just grab him by the pussy and you can be president. The ones bitching the most are the biggest bitches. It's unfair. Yeah, finally the pedophile gets a chance. Finally the criminal gets to run the show. Finally we get our way. So the cops calling us bad and racist. Deplorable. How dare you? To quote Pam Bondi. Again, she's all ready to fucking yell and stuff until someone barked back. You don't tell me how to. And he looked Jamie Raskin's like, I do tell you how the fuck. Field lawyer knows that wasn't quite as loud. Field lawyer and Nick Clear is so pathetic. I mean, Jack Smith like, took a note of the thing and then responded like that, and now she's like, yes, and then just cunty, you know, because it's normally like, and so what was it before they can finish? And their whole game is just to run out the clock by stating lies. Are you going to apologize to President? Because it's got nothing to do with really with Trump. The Jew will not replace this, guys. They're taking their big swing. And they're using him as the Hitler. So when he goes down, got him. If the world continues to keep going the way it is, which I don't think it will, I was thinking like in 100 years, because we're about 100 years removed from like Hitler, I think. I'd have to check my shit, but no, I'm pretty, we're closing in, I think. Spanish flu and all that shit. But anyways, he won't be remembered as a fucking, because of what the history's going to need him to be. He'll be this kind of mastermind. You know what I mean? Kind of like Hitler. Was Hitler actually just a babbling buffoon? Apparently, he tried to lead some kind of thing before. Actually, got people out in the streets really riled up, and then it's broken up immediately. Did someone go, we never can get people that excited? We can never get people that excited about our shit because we're full of shit. And he's full of shit, but for some reason they fucking follow him. Like Trump's what they've been waiting for a long time. Someone that can like electrify the Republican base, get them really. True, you didn't see that with kind of like hey Romney Ryan. There was it's gotta be the one. God, oh, dear God. Can't have any more Mom Donnies or Hussein Obama. Oh God. His kids are even blacker than him, and they're gonna be able to run for office soon. Come on. Can't we deport them? A female president. Oh, this is not the America the forefathers. I mean, they're right. It's not the America the forefathers envisioned. Blacks running around, not the one the forefathers envisioned. Of course, they probably didn't envision it going past us. You know, we're independent country right here. These 13 things. Why stop there? Have the whole thing. How are we gonna convince everybody? God told us to do it. I'm gonna buy that shit. Well, if we get really serious about like talk about it, we don't have to actually, you're a witch, you're a witch. You know. Meanwhile, we're all we want. Ah, not so hard, you mean thing. Bring back it. You wearing a ring? Never with a ring. I forgot. Why is the Pentagon shaped like a pentagon? Most defensible shape. And how come we couldn't surface-to-air missiles, even though they had surface-to-air missiles, stop the fucking plane? What good is a defense system that doesn't work? Did they sell us a bill of goods? And like they got this, we got the satellite and everything like that, but as far as intercepting, we don't really have that. We needed a reason why we're short a couple $100 million. So we said, we're ready. Not really. Call it the Trump effect. Yeah. The Trump effect. When a hurricane decides to change positions, 4 days after it's already changed positions, and I say it's going somewhere, we just draw it in. And that's fine. That's not my fault the tornado decided to change its directions. This is where it was going. No, when I stated that, I know it changed courses, but this is where I wanted it to go. When I said it's going to affect, as you can see clearly by the black line compared to the white lines, this is where they intended it to go. They did. I didn't do this. I didn't do shit. I don't have any magic markers or any fucking Sharpie pens to do that. That's white. Is that white out? That's white out. That's white out. Tastes like white out. Tastes like white out. Does that smell everybody off? Everybody out? Everybody out. Pepper change time for the president, for the big boy president. He gets 2 scoops of ice cream. Everybody out. Everybody out. Oh, God. Did he shit himself? No. You're proud of yourself over there. Yeah. Now I get to get wiped. My favorite time of day. As I said, of the victims and the redactions. In Trump's mind, you just change what a victim is. And that's all they did. They're the victims. And if he left Ivanka Trump's name on that list of victims, you know who the victimizers were. One name of victims left out? One. Who could it be? Who could it be? Who could it be that he used to sit on his lap, caressing his face, and take pictures? Who could it be? Who hosted the teen modeling thing until probably she realized she wasn't going to be in the thing. She was basically the model that they were to find a girl that looks like her, and that's who's going to win the contest. The contest in the back. When Epstein and Trump attended. Why were they videotaping just those two? They already knew. We got video and like them highlighted. That's like sting operation. They're up in the fucking rafters and shit. The fuck are they doing in the rafters? Looking down directly on Jeffrey Epstein's seat and seeing fucking Trump sitting there, and then Trump's down there from Epstein, and they're just. The videos of him walking with fucking. Was that just a good citizen? The camera? No, they're fucking watching. That means they've got a lot more footage. They had him probably on 24. Yeah? And the complaints, they're fucking. Some of the victims talking about being at Mar-a-Lago. The thing is that it's not going to be over until the fucking. It has to be fully accepted and understood. Because it's that fucked up. And the next plan coming is that much more fucked up. It's dependent on the old system going away and the people accepting the new system. It's dependent upon that. We have a social contract right now that we agree on, and it got dissolved with COVID. I mean, it's gone. All social niceties disappeared into this politics bullshit game, acting as if those people matter in your day-to-day life at all, to the point that people are willing to alienate family and friends and stuff because it stopped being that game and started becoming very, very real. And they started talking about Roe v. Wade. Now you're making a moral decision. Like, are you going to condemn women of the future? And then talk about slippery slope. When does that stop? You're talking about lowering the fucking age of consent to 14. What are you guys doing? You're not evolving, you're devolving. Calling regression protection. Because if you're not progressing, you're just sitting still, which eventually will be regression. Because that future keeps progressing, and that will be regression. See? I'm sitting still right here. Fine. Rock, sit at the bottom of the water, the river continues to flow. Not me. Doesn't mean shit. You're just a fucking weight, anyways. People do not know you because you're already getting more and more buried with water. So water continues to flood in the direction that the river is going to be going. Eventually, you dissolve into dust and rock and be pushed out to sea, or covered with time and dust from above. Forgotten relic of some time that would not fucking adapt. Mainly based around not taking responsibility for anything. Where the Native Americans, nope. African American, nope. Asian, nope. I'm here now in the lap of luxury, and that's got nothing to do with my past. My parents passed, my grandparents passed. I don't have any responsibility. I didn't do it. So why should I give up all my worldly luxuries? Because one, you probably don't even know half the shit you have. Just a fucking, it's a ridiculous game of trying to gather stuff. And I don't even know why people are trying to do it. I mean, I don't know if they're trying to achieve immortality or something like that. I understand wanting to write a piece of art, or music, or a story that does become time, but you do die, but something with you carries on. Even if it's like it gets getting tweaked. Jack and the Beanstalk is tweaked and tweaked, but eventually it's this magical being. It was like a simple story. Now he's a giant. He just keeps growing and going with the times. It wasn't there before. I did kind of leave a mark, but no one knows who. I mean, who wrote Jack and the Beanstalk? I don't know. I don't know. But a lot of people know the story, the idea. I'm sure there's various versions. It's probably a Hindi version. We have something similar. It's still beans, but it's and there's no giant, but it's a similar story. That kind of shit. Paul Bunyan. Now we don't have that here, but we have in Asia. We have such and such and such. Oh, he leveled the mountain. I mean, whatever it is, whatever it is. Dope. It's fucking cool. Even if you stretch your time beyond yourself, so like man, that was a great fucking song, and eventually you're forgotten. But for a couple like 100 years after you're gone, I mean, like the Beatles, it's gonna probably last for quite some time. But eventually, it's gonna get probably played out to people like everybody's trying to move something, and then it will be. It'll be something no one's heard. Still music, still pleasant to the ear, but based on a different melodic resolution scheme. Almost everything we're used to now is kind of based on the Beatles because everybody was influenced by the Beatles. Everybody. Kurt. And it's like the kind of, resolution scheme that's kind of like looked at as the ultimate jumble of lyrics and whatever and their songs, how they wrote shit is kind of like the model, and everybody's trying to live up. Now people are trying to step out of that. And like, I really don't even listen to that. Oh, I listen to music and stuff, and they were influenced by them. But I also listen like there's people over here in Africa, and they had no, I mean, they know about them now, but there's very few people that are that worldly though. I'm not. All my influences have been, influenced by the same people that everybody else is are. That's what it's going to take is some kind of new, I won't say genesis, but I mean, it's still instruments and whatever. Um, that AI is going to be, it's crazy. It's an advanced intelligence. I mean, it's all that fucking Brad Pitt fighting Tom Cruise, and then like the Wolverine fighting Superman. Like Hollywood's done. I'm like, no, Hollywood's not done, but the Hollywood superstar probably is because they can still produce. They can just get stories, get writers. Now there's no limit. And you resurrect dead people, sure. What if James Dean were driving a car and fucking in modern times? Sure. And it can start out like this is just a fantasy, fucking blah blah blah. Nobody get your fucking pay. We got a guy to pretend to voice James Dean. We did synthesize his look and shit, but it is you'll see it's CGI. What if you were driving in a mobster car, and then we got several other people. It's just AI. It's all AI. It's all just for entertainment. That's all movies are supposed to be for, anyways. And if they can do that without charging a whole lot, guess what? Movies just become free. Now, if they start charging for it, then that's bullshit. But the people act like that's the only avenue. There are still plays to go see in your local town with actual actors that will fucking put on a play for you, and you can go watch this shit being done live. Doesn't cost all that much. You can start writing your own script. If you're in school, get with your fucking acting class. Guys, I've got an idea. If you work together, people will start going like, "Hey, I'll do the music for it." I'm in band. I'll do the music for it, and like maybe you can get even the band instructor. Like, yeah, because they're musicians. They've always wanted to do this kind of shit. They fell back into teaching. Their first one was to go perform for anybody and everybody, and now they would love a gig like that. They're trained musicians and they know how to do it. They know how to teach other people. They probably get some of the students, some of their best students, to help them out. Some of the A string and shit like that, and help out with music score. That's done. Talk to the AV crew. See if they'll help out. If you guys even have that anymore. Everyone's got a fucking smartphone now. It does HD video. So you'd have tons of different camera angles, including like if they're different characters. Like if they're different cameras, then it'll actually show the characters can use theirs. Like they shoot their angle when they're not in the scene, and therefore the scene kind of jumps around this kind of look. But it's like, oh shit, everyone has their own fucking viewpoint and angle, and then the person actually just lower and hot. You know what I mean? It's real. Yeah, it can be shaky. It can be whatever. Someone could film theirs in black and white, and if they're colorblind, And just this, you imply more than you show by blending it in there. It's just at first you watch, it's like this black and white images keep coming in and whatever, and just like, oh, that's weird. You watch back again, like, oh shit, Amanda's fucking colorblind. You know, every time it goes to her and she's talking that way, yeah, it goes black and white. You know what I mean? But it just, again, less talking about it. You know, just every now and again, it only pops up when she's in the scene, but she's never in the scene when it's black and white. That kind of shit. Not directly, but just hide that kind of stuff in there. And again, if you let people like have their input a little bit, especially if you're letting them develop their character and things like that. Yeah, if you hire someone who's kind of going to be a camera person, kind of direct it a bit, trust them a bit, and also don't give them full leash, but definitely take their opinions in, because the more they're invested in, the more they're going to want to do it, and the more they're going to contribute. Right, and you direct. Now you go over here, and okay, I want this angle here. Anything for the shot? If I was me, I'd film it from like. I think I see what you're saying. Do you mind getting like a close up on that? Like, yeah. So we'll film this angle here first, and then we'll do that close up shot. So you're talking about. What if I were to go around? Yeah, that'd be cool. Go around the group because they're sitting around smoking pot in a circle, and I can just go on there on the outside of them watching them. That'd be really cool, man. Shit you didn't think of. People often have good ideas. Now they may not have the full fucking picture. And that's where people that like dungeon master type people have the full kind of a bigger picture. And then you're asking that you're never going to come up with the same thing. Whatever you plan, when you put those fucking adventurers in that goddamn dungeon, they're going to do some fucked up shit. Shit you didn't think of. If you could on the fly, like, what the fuck? I mean, you kind of broke the map here, fucking. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Behind that, there's a poison. You got to roll to find it. Oh, and you dodged poison. Good. There's a treasure chest in there. Sweet. Right? I had all kinds of stuff like that in here. That's where quick thinking comes in. Oh, that's the kind of stuff I do. Does the best fucking dungeons, man. I know. Go like you think it's gonna go, but it doesn't. It's really cool. Dungeon Master again? No, somebody else, please, dear God. Takes everything I got. Or in God's case, be like, sure, I'll DM. I'm playing this round. You're gonna DM and play? Watch me. Watch and learn. No, crack pipe. My hash pipe. Good thing I got another one. I got tons of those little fucking hash pipes. They give you a new little tutor in each one. I got the little box. I'm like, oh, it comes with a little tutor, and it comes with its own smoking apparatus. It's a fucking tutor, and you know it. It is a hash. It's a tutor. Doot doot. Yeah, fuck yeah. Maybe a tutor, but I'm not your student. You have much to learn. I used to have that big old bowl. I mean, I would smoke that a lot, but my back almost popped there. Since smoking the like hash wax, it's just more frequent and whatever. Again, it's going to be a lot smaller amount. And okay. Pot thieves. so many people that probably have thought that as opposed to like, I've smoked all my shit. They're like, oh, who stole my pot? Wake up the next day. Man, I know you guys stole it. What? I had a bunch of pot last night. Yeah, you did. Where is it? In our lungs. You mean we smoked all of that? Yeah. You don't remember? I think I'd remember. No, I think you wouldn't. I think you would not. No, seriously, man, when I fell asleep, like 4 minutes ago? Mm. Yeah, I don't feel the ground doing all the rumbly shit it was doing yesterday. I mean, it was fucking active. It was just a low tremor. Just all right, let's get it going, man. I'm all for it. I was waiting for it to just keep building and building. I'm like, it's time. Let's fucking. I'm not scared. Let's do this shit. I'm ready, man. Ground's gonna crack and destroy. I mean, mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. It's gotta be something better than this. Yeah, something much better than this. Mm. Can't wait for winners in August. Mm. It's so cool how they just started just writing itself, you know. And I just got to get a like ride along with it. It was so fucking cool. Cause like every time like I find like a plot hole or anything like that after on the reread, no, that I that's not actually a plot hole. What? Oh fuck! Holy shit! And it's like it's not like anything I really intended. Just I mean, I wanted to write that story. I had this like the first part and the fifth part. I really didn't know what was going to go on between, and it was like just a list of the things, and then like I just had that little bit, and I honestly placed it all in Riften as a kind of like a mission almost. Just real quick to introduce the the like Unia, and I wasn't even done with the first part really. Well, maybe I was done with the first part, but it just I started fucking unfolding and unfolding and unfolding. I was like, fuck, this is dope. I like this. I could do this for a living. I could see that. I could see myself writing for a living. This is really fun. And when I was playing it back, I actually thought about putting music to it. I had like this really jazzy kind of thing going. It's like I had like this bass going for Nineth. You know, because it's a big kind of like a tubby sound. And even when he starts patting on the dude's back, I was going to have like banging on the bass. Yeah. It's going to be fucking, it's going to be great. And I had like a lot of places where the drums were just. I never recorded. I just played along with it while I was playing in the background. Mm. I just enjoy playing. You know, and I don't like patterns, so I don't like playing it the same way necessarily every time. It has to repeat in order to be a song. It has to have some repeating parts, you know. But unless I less care about playing repeating parts on the guitar, especially because I'm yellow, I'm usually singing. That's why. So I really don't care if it repeats because it makes it easier for me to sing shit that changes. Hmm. Interesting. So I consider myself kind of like a fucking self-correcting computer. I have emotions, but it's just like most of my shit is very kind of like processing. Like, oh, that's why that. Oh yeah, and that's why. Okay, and if I think about it, that's why that works. That's why I do that. Hmm. It's just like, self-maintenance. I figured out the black and white stripe. I was taking the Prevagen and Natrol Cognium. There's one more. I never can remember it because I took the generic. Neriva. The name brand's Neriva. Um, Not all. I mean, there was a little bit I was taking all of them. My ex was like, "How much? What are you trying? I mean, how big are you trying to do? What are you trying to do with your brain?" I'm like, I don't know. What can it do? I don't know what it can do. And like I said, there was just like each one I was taking had different effects, and then eventually I took like all of them to see and just trace like thoughts you're having now. Like, where's the origin of that? You know? And I'm sitting there watching it like, oh fuck, oh yeah, yeah, I remember that. Like all the way back to like childhood. Like fuck, that's what like, interesting. I didn't know what it was, but the first time I ever saw a woman giving a guy a blowjob driving down the street, I knew what had happened there, and she was wearing a black and white striped top. Huh? Huh? Interesting. Okay. I had been like five. I had been like five. I remember sitting up and doing this, and the guy getting out and getting two lemonades. I'm just like, my hero. What the fuck? What the fuck? How, sir? He's like, there you go. And he gets in the car and drives on. They drive off. I'm like, stripes. Stripes, huh? Huh. And then fast forward to now, it's like, oh yeah, yeah. I'd forgotten about that. Fuck, that was ages ago, man. It really wasn't. That's not like fucking what? 45 years? Yeah. Coming up on 45 years. It's not that long. When you think about it. I think about it like longer terms. The universe has been around fucking 14 billion years. I mean, they're finding out the max of human whatever. They said that they did find the estimated max that a human can live. I think there's like 200 something years. Again, it's just trying to prove that the Bible's wrong, that it was longer than that, and that he set a limit after that. So far, no one's beaten the limit he set, but that doesn't mean it won't happen. I mean, again, if you can imagine like living for fucking 800 years, not in an old ass body that's constantly aging, but like you age into a 20-year-old body, and then the 20s to like fucking 40s, and like after like 700 years, you hit like your 40s, and then start going to I mean, who wants to die? Like, I don't. If I want to die, I'd rather go like a grandpa. What? They're at the door. You gotta ride one more time, son. I'm not gonna make it this time. Oh, don't say that. I'm an old man. My time has come. Well, I'll shake you too, Dad. That's a boy. You gotta shake your son hard if you want to impress somebody. Don't do it to me. It's gonna break my back. Do it to your son, though. Let's ride. Don't clap me. That's a father-son thing. Yes, sir. I understand. His name is Robert Paulson. His name is Robert Paulson. I don't get that one. You will. It's gonna be a man named Brad. don't fear his looks, son. Don't fear his looks. I don't need a filter for that fudge or fudgy food in it. Been going for 2 hours. Only crab sticks. I thought it was going like an hour or so. Shit. I'm gonna head out for a little bit and try and come back with happier thoughts. I just like I started out with a nice diet of bullshit, and so I was kind of weighing through it. It's like, oh, on the other hand, I do think we're gonna wake up to something new. You know, it's like two splitting roads. You know, and they go that way, and like we were right, and like you sure were. And their boss goes, and no one says we're right. We just go, oh, what's that over there? Yeah, so gotta go. The pipes are calling. Bye, bye, bye.